Good evening, everyone. My name is Radames Nova. I am the president and CEO of Junior Achievement of Northern New England. Welcome to our first ever virtual corporate stock market challenge. For those of you who have participated in our in-person event in the past, welcome back and thank you for your continued participation, this time virtually. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, welcome to the event and also welcome to the JA family. Tonight, we will be testing your investment skills in a fun and safe way, knowing that your portfolio is not real, and that no matter how well or not well your team does, you are all winners because you are supporting a critical mission that Junior Achievement brings to the community. Junior Achievement's missions is to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy by supplementing their academics with experiential programs and experiences that help them develop critical life skills that better prepare them to succeed in the future. Our core programming areas are youth entrepreneurship, career readiness, and personal finance. And most importantly, we expose young people to caring adults like you who are invested in their success. And sometimes this is equally as important and perhaps more important than the actual programs themselves. The JA Stock Market Challenge is a great example of our experiential hands-on programs that encourage young people to think on their feet while having fun. In late 2020, over 500 high school students in Greater Boston participated in the virtual JA lessons to introduce them to the stock market and teach them the basics of investing. Over 300 of these high school students participated in a virtual stock market simulation to test their new knowledge in a fun, engaging, and safe way. Approximately 90% of these students live in inner city communities in Greater Boston and may otherwise never learn about the stock market or the power of investing. Will most of these students become professional investors? Maybe, maybe not. But the skills that they develop, including making quick decisions under pressure, preparing for a competition, research, reacting to news that may impact the value of their stocks, communication, collaboration, among others, will prepare them to succeed in any career path they choose. I want to recognize the three top teams from the high schools that won the competition. In first place, we had Boston Latin School. In second place, we had Lawrence High School. And in third place, we had Severian Brothers High School. So let's give a virtual round of applause to the high school team winners who competed in this program late 2020. This and all of our programs are offered to these bright young people at no cost to them, to their families, or to their schools, thanks to the generosity of our sponsors and our donors. I want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's JA Stock Market Challenge, especially Eaton Vance as our title sponsor, and also RSM that's a national sponsor of the JA Stock Market, not just here, but in many other JA chapters. So thank you to all of the sponsors. You will be seeing their logos in the bottom right corner of the screen. You'll see all of the great companies that believe in our young people and invest in them now, knowing that they will be our leaders in the future. I also want to recognize our Stock Market Challenge Committee, Bill Krakunas, Tom Halloran, Suzanne Norman, Marisa Janino, Oscar Moreno, and Brian Deepold for working closely with our staff to plan and execute tonight's program. I want to thank our staff for dedicating their careers to empowering young people and for everything that they've done to transition all of our programs to virtual format in an amazing way, including this one. I want to in particular highlight Kelsey Taylor, who has worked very, very hard to take this program that normally brings 200 plus people to State Street Global Advisors in person to a virtual setting so you guys can have fun and test your investment skills tonight virtually. I also want to thank John Toner and Future Financiers for your continued partnership, this time virtually versus in person. Thus far, before tonight's event, we have raised $96,000 from our sponsors to support JA's mission. Our goal is to raise another $4,000 tonight. So have fun, but also keep your credit cards nearby. Make sure you can buy some additional tips and help yourselves with your investments. And we'll be sending out links on how you can donate and support JA's mission through the chat. Before I introduce you to tonight's MC, let's watch a brief video from some of our students who participated in this program. Let's play that video, please.
My name is Sean Kaufman, and I am a junior at Severian Village High School. During mid-December of last year, I took part in the Junior Achievement Stock Market Challenge. Thanks to this program, I and many fellow business club members learned about the fundamentals of the stock market, including IPOs, dividends, and PE ratios. One thing I liked about the program was how real it felt. The constant flutter of news and headlines that scattered across the screen made me feel like we were trading real money. On behalf of the business club at Severian Village High School, thank you, Junior Achievement, for providing this amazing opportunity.
Thank you so much, JA, for giving me the opportunity to learn about the stock market. Coming in, I didn't know much about stocks. It's always been a mysterious thing everyone keeps talking about what to buy or sell, and all those scary graphs. This program has taught me the core fundamentals of what the stock market is. Things like why companies even have stocks, about trading and dividends, and core skills like having a diverse portfolio. Classes has always been fun with Mr. Levesque and debating against other students on what stocks would win. And the stock simulation was both terrifying and exciting. Again, thank you so much for the opportunity, and these skills will definitely be useful in the future.
I would like to introduce your MC. His name is Bill Krakunas. Bill is Principal and National Leader for Strategy and Management Consulting at RSM. Bill was a longtime member of our Board of Directors and last year was selected to serve on the National Board of Junior Achievement. As I mentioned, he also was critical in having RSM select Junior Achievement as his first national partner and has been an amazing advocate for the organization. After emceeing several of our in-person stock market challenges in person, backed by popular demand, and in his debut in a virtual MC environment, please welcome Bill Krakunas. Bill, I'll leave it to you.
Thank you, Rad. Can you hear me okay? You can. Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Rad, for having me on. I'm excited to be here tonight. I'm excited, even though it's virtual. The hold music got me all fired up for the event. I just get excited when I start to see the stocks on the screen. But, I guess I want to start by first saying thank you to the JA staff as well. I think especially in a year where we had COVID, where school really hasn't been normal, to see the JA staff stay engaged, continue to drive the mission of the organization, and then pull off a virtual event like this. It's just not easy, to pull all the components together to make something like this work. So thank you. I want to thank all of our sponsors, everybody who's on here today and participating with this. I know it's nighttime, it's COVID, it's like there's other things to do, but we really appreciate you spending the time and joining us here for the Stock Market Challenge. I think for me, it's just so important. And why is it so important? As Rad said, are all these kids going to be pro investors someday? No, but it's just exposure. I read some silly stat the other day that said like 90% of firefighters on Long Island, their parents were firefighters, and it's what and I think the more you expose young people to things maybe they wouldn't see in their normal life, the more it gives opportunity in America. And that's a lot of what JA does. I think besides the financial literacy is that entrepreneurialism and that passion to do that stuff. So I love JA. I love the Stock Market Challenge. I'm excited to be here tonight. Now, listen, you can donate. So we have our pure winners of the Stock Market Challenge, but then, right, we have our overall winners. So don't forget, and I know they sent the link in the chat, but let's make sure, Rad said we wanted to hit that $4,000 goal tonight. So I'm hoping that, everyone out there, in terms of buying yourself to the top, don't forget you could do that in this game. So we have sort of our pure winner. We have our winners that can sort of buy their way in, and we love it all here at JA because it's for the kids. So we really appreciate everything you do. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope everybody's ready to get competitive here tonight. Everybody's done their research. We're really excited to run the event tonight, and I'm real curious to see who's going to come out on top. And, I'm excited to go here today. So the way it's going to go, right, we're going to run the stock market. We're going to run 30 days, and then we're going to run the other 30 days. We're going to do a nice countdown, so hopefully everybody's aware of what's going on, and that way we can get going. And so we're going to stop, like I said, halfway through. I'll be reading hot tips to you, anything that's coming across the news flash, keep you abreast of who's on the leaderboard. When we get to the very end, we kind of go dark. We're not sure who's in first. that's an ideal time to buy some additional funds. So just remember that. All right. Without further ado, to keep us on time here, why don't we get going, John, right? If that sounds all right. So I guess why don't we do the countdown here and then we can get rolling. So I'm going to start with the countdown if that's okay. And I'm going to count down from 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7,
team.
6, 5,
I say we
4,
buy
3,
60 grand
2,
of Pixie
1.
Studios,
Let's go.
Patrick Henry Brewing,
Ring that
Big
bell.
Foods, Jungle Inc., Waybuy.
I heard a bell somewhere. I heard a bell somewhere. So we're good to go.
Value stores.
If everyone could mute their lines out there, I'd really appreciate that because I could definitely hear a few people talking. That'd be great. All right, here we go, folks. We're on day one here. Look at this. The FCC selected RSM to coordinate C-band relocation to free resources for 5G wireless. So that's really nice to see. So that's our first news flash that I see out there on my screen. So great to see there. Remember, like if you have money that's not deployed isn't going to make you money. So make sure if you have cash and that cash account, you're deploying your money quickly. You want to get into the game. We also know that Congress is holding some impeachment hearings, and it's the open weekend of Space Wars trilogy disappointing. It's the lowest of the series. You know, it's always a little dicey when you get into the 12th edition of a movie. All right, folks, we're moving along here. We're cranking along. Hopefully you guys are making your trades. Hopefully you're deploying that capital and getting that out there, right? We need to keep things moving along. I could see we're already on day 2. This is moving along pretty quickly. So here we are on day 2. It's a catastrophic day on Wall Street. Losers are outstripping the winners today for some reason. Not sure what's going on Wall Street, but it's an odd day. Losers outstripping the winners. We've got some other news flashes coming along. DeGraff Motors introduces a mega truck, and the failure goes viral. So DeGraff Motors introduces a mega truck, and its failure goes viral. That's not good at all. Not too good. XVS quarterly revenues are up 36%. XVS up 36%. All right, folks, guess what? Just like that, we're on day 3. This is how this game moves. It moves quickly. It's an amazing day on Wall Street. The winners are outstripping the losers. So we're back to the bull market, right? Zupel was caught offshoring $23 billion through Bermuda Shell Corporation to avoid U.S. taxes. Never good when Zupel's avoiding U.S. taxes. Ventos wins an order for New Zealand's largest wind farm. Ventos wins an order for New Zealand's largest wind farm. Food sells natural cheese plants in Canada for $1.2 billion. K-Food sells natural cheese plants in Canada for $1.2 billion. CompuScore Technology sells its stake. Oh, we've lost that. We're on day 4. Moves that quickly, people. We're on day 4. We've got our top 3 teams. Let's start with our leaderboard here on day 4. Right now, our top 3 teams, we've got RSM in number 1. Glad to see that. Number 2, we've got State Street Global Advisors, fixed by ICE, Fixed Income, and Data Services. Those are our top 3 teams. Keep trading out there. We'll keep you posted on the leaderboard. It's a great day overall on the stock market in day 4. We've got the winners outpacing the losers here today. Rexlam wins $1 billion missile defense contract from the Department of Defense. Rexlam wins a $1 billion missile contract. London bans E-Ride for the second time in 2 years. London bans E-Ride. Nutritech posts a 17% revenue increase. Nutritech with a 17% increase, and Great Mills operating profit up 7%. Folks, we've shifted to day 5. Day 5, if you're not sick of my voice, you've got a lot more days left, so don't get too sick of it yet. But it is day 5. We've got some changes. We still got RSM, State Street, and ICE leading the pack. Solar Solution Systems revenues are down 6%. Solar Solution Systems down 6%. Jungle posted $87 billion in quarterly revenue, up 21%. Jungle is up 21%. MMM sells Advanced Ballistic Protection Division for $91 million. Could they make these words any more difficult for me to pronounce? MMM sells Advanced Ballistic Protection Division for $91 million. Patrick Henry Brewing opens up a tap room in Boston. Patrick Henry Brewing opens a tap room in Boston. All right, folks, we've got changes. We're on day 6, and we've got changes to our leaderboard. Webster Bank has moved into second place. RSM still leading, followed by Webster Bank and State Street Global Advisors. So we've got it pretty close, and I'll tell you, Webster Bank only trailing the leader by $50,000. State Street only trailing Webster Bank by $50,000 as well. Kobe Bryant and 7 others killed in a helicopter accident. Sad news, folks. Kobe Bryant and 7 others killed in a helicopter accident. RIP 24. Justice Energy reaches agreement to close out coal ash basins at a cost of $8 billion. Justice Energy reaches agreement to close their coal plants at $8 billion. It's an amazing day on Wall Street, folks. We're on day 7 here. Apollo Athletics pulls their Kobe gear following the player's death. Real Money reports $3.5 million payment transactions last quarter, up 21%. Again, Real Money up 21%. Visa to buy Venmo and other online payment apps for $5 billion. Visa to buy Venmo for $5 billion. Sailors post quarterly revenue of $4 billion, 9%, up 9%. Sailors up 9%. We still have our same 3 leaders with RSM, Webster Bank, and State Street Global Advisors. We're still on day 7, folks. Deploy that capital, make those trades. The stock market's been flying along here. Times are good, people. We're still on day 7. Oh, we've switched to day 8 now. Another amazing day on Wall Street. The winners are outpacing the losers. Eaton Vance posts $135 million in quarterly operating profit. Eaton Vance with $135 million in quarterly operating profits, which is good news because that's a bigger donation for RSM. Thank you, Eaton Vance, for sponsoring the event. Webflix misses quarterly estimate for subscriber growth. Webflix misses quarterly estimates. It must be the growing other apps out there. Pixie Studios posts a $20 billion quarterly revenue, up 36%. So Pixie Studios, online media, $20 billion, up 36%. Voltic, Admiral Voltic received an FDA warning. Admiral Voltic receiving an FDA warning. All right, folks, we're on day 9. I'm going to take a sip of my drink here. And guess what, folks? Day 9, another amazing day on Wall Street. The winners outpacing the losers. Zuppel approaches the 4 Comma Club with market capitalization of over $1 trillion. That's the 4 Comma Club. Market cap over $1 trillion for Zuppel. Lockhart Aerospace to upgrade the F-35 logistics systems worth $16 billion contract to upgrade those systems. DeGraff posts a $7.3 billion quarterly revenue, beating estimates by $300 million. And K-Foods, $6 billion in revenue, down 5%. K-Foods down just a little bit. All right, let's look at our leaderboard. We've got our top 5. We're going to read our top 5. No change in our top 3. Still RSM, Webster Bank, and State Street. But Medelia and KPMG are coming on strong here pretty quickly here in our top 5. I can tell you only behind by $20,000 in trading and net worth, which isn't a whole lot on $500,000. So keep moving along. All right, there is a hot tip out there, so make sure you go get your hot tip. There is a hot tip. Go get your hot tip. Again, day 10, another amazing day on Wall Street, ladies and gentlemen. Great day to be in America. CompuCore Technologies licenses self-driving technology in Asia. It's projected to top $5 billion in value by 2023. Jungle Cloud is making acquisitions. Oh, we've shifted to day 11 that quickly. There's still a hot tip out there. Make sure you go get that hot tip. Make sure you're following that link. Don't forget you could buy into the leaderboard as well. It's a legendary day on Wall Street. Almost everything's on the rise on day 11. Weibuy boasts quarterly loss of $985 million. Ventos reports $5 billion in quarterly revenue, up 38%. XVS acquires Schnucks Markets, pharmacies with over 100 locations in the Midwest. XVS makes a big acquisition, over 100 locations in the Midwest. We still have our same top 5 companies out there, and we've got some winners and losers in terms of stocks with Extra Value Stores and CompuCore, Ventos leading the way, Weibuy, Comfort Heating, and K-Foods on the downside. All right, we're on day 12. We've got a lead change. Webster Bank has overtaken RSM now for the lead. Webster Bank has overtaken RSM for the lead. So we've got Webster Bank, RSM, State Street, Medallia, if I'm saying that properly, and then ICE Fixed Income. I can tell you that it's a really close on that leaderboard with only about $28,000 separating a bunch of these leaders. Oh, goodness. We have some first cases of something called COVID-19 that have been diagnosed in the Pacific Northwest. Interesting little bit of news flash there. Patrick Henry posts a quarterly $1.12 earnings per share, missing estimates by a third. Again, Patrick Henry missing estimates by a third. Court rules e-ride drivers are not employees. Court rules that e-ride drivers are not employees. Oh my goodness, we're back to day 13. We've got another lead change. Guess what? RSM back on top, followed by Webster Bank, State Street, ICE. So we've got a change again in that leaderboard, going back and forth there between Webster and RSM. We've got an IPO, folks. 5-spot, FIV, is now publicly traded with an opening price of $20 per share. Again, an IPO with FIV. Rexlium wins a $550 million borrowing contract for defense system. Again, a $550 million contract for Rexlium. Great Mills, quarterly profits are down 9%. Great Mills down 9%. Tricom is going to sell its publishing division, and they project $1 billion sale price. In Nutritech South American divisions, I missed that because it went away on my screen, so sorry about that. Okay, we're on day 14, folks. We're on day 14. Uh-oh, something's going on now. We've got a catastrophic day on Wall Street on day 14. The losers are out stripping the winners. We still have that IPO with 5 spots, but we've got cities and states that are starting to shut down because of COVID-19 fears. This unknown COVID-19 we reported seems to starting to be having an impact on Wall Street here. Government shutdowns across the country. Real Money acquires Honey, a deal-finding browser and add-on app. And Pixie Studios theme park attendance plummets over coronavirus fears. So whatever this COVID-19 coronavirus is, seems to be slowly having an impact. We still have our same top 5 teams. Oh, here we go. We do have a change to the top 5 teams, actually, folks, and we're now on day 15. We've got RSM, Webster Bank, State Street, ICE, but now KPMG has moved on up, and they're in the 5th spot. So we've got KPMG making their debut in the top 5. It's another tough day on Wall Street with losers outstripping winners. Consumers are flocking online for purchases, abandoning retail stores. E-commerce deliveries are skyrocketing. sales of N95 face masks up 620% over coronavirus concerns. Webflix viewership skyrocketing due to coronavirus. And the solar industry grinds to a halt over supply chain. Solar industry grinding to a halt. We're on day 15, folks. That's a quarter of the way through the trading here. And look at that. We've just shifted into day 16. Another very tough day on Wall Street with losers outstripping the winners. But 5 spot, top 2.4 million buyers last year, up 17%. So that IPO seems to be working out well. Comfort Heating launches a portable air scrubber for waiting rooms. Visa launches a card which offers Bitcoin rewards. And Lockhart Aerospace wins $4.7 billion contract for the F-35. Again, a tough day on Wall Street. Lockhart doing well. Visa launches a Bitcoin offering. Comfort Heating launches some portable air scrubbers. And 5 spot, topping 2.4 million in 2.4 million in revenue. All right, folks, we are on day 17. It's another tough day on Wall Street. RSM was ranked the top 5 accounting firm by Accounting Today for the 14th consecutive year. Like hearing that. Zoopal throttles streaming quality in Europe due to bandwidth constraints. Apollo Athletics posts quarterly revenue of $10 billion, up 5% year over year. And Tricom ad revenue expected to fall $350 million as the NCAA cancels March Madness this year. So again, Tricom ad revenue expected to fall $350 million. So starting to see this coronavirus COVID-19 effect on the stock market here. Another tough day on Wall Street on day 17. Hopefully you're changing your portfolios. All right, folks, we're on day 18. No changes in the leaderboard. We've got another tough day on Wall Street, unfortunately, with losers outpacing the winners. K-Foods ramps up production of mac and cheese, soups, and non-perishables after high demand. Sailor's Healthcare Division launches automated high-speed COVID blood tests, 440 tests per hour. Inventos deliveries are down 5%, earnings down 12% due to COVID, and electricity demand falls as many businesses close. So again, continuing to see that impact of the virus. Some of our winners out there, we've got 5 spot, K-Foods, Apollo Athletics, Comfort Heating, all on the rise, with Solar Solution Systems, E-Ride, and Great Mills on the decline, hopefully making some shifts in our portfolios out there. I'm going to breathe for like 5 seconds. All right, here we go. We are on day 19, ladies and gentlemen. Again, unfortunately, another tough day on Wall Street. Admiral Voltec wins over $200 million in contract to produce ventilators. CompuCore Technology sells home network division for $150 million. Packaged food sales skyrocket as families stock up, and DeGraff Motors hits 88,000 vehicles sold, one of the best quarters ever. So again, Admiral Voltec wins a contract. CompuCore Technology sells home network division, and packaged goods sales skyrocket as families stock up, and DeGraff Motors hitting 88,000 vehicles sold, one of their best quarters ever. We're on day 20, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got a standings change in the top 3. We've got RSM on top, followed by Webster Bank, now followed by CNA. CNA making a debut right to number 3, followed by State Street Global Advisors and ICE Fixed Income and Data Services. And that rounds out our top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a hot stock tip. Make sure you go out and get that hot stock tip right now. Log in there. So make sure you go in there. Way-by sales skyrocket as self-quarantine drags on. Earnings shocker, Jungle misses big on earnings per share despite massive COVID boost. Earnings shocker, Jungle misses big on earnings per share. Nutritech acquires Brazil company that projects 500 million in annual sales. Again, Nutritech acquires a Brazil-based company projecting 500 million in annual sales. We've still got our same top 5 teams. It's still cold outside, and it's still the stock market challenge. Hopefully you're thinking, making your trades, thinking about the impact of COVID as you're doing that stuff. Hopefully you're clicking on that link. You're buying some additional dollars. Don't forget, this is one of those ways you can buy yourself out of the bottom. Don't forget to do that because it's for a good reason. I mean, what else do you spend? There's only so much toilet paper and paper towels you can buy, people. Let's make sure we're helping out JA a little bit. We're on day 21. Look at that. We've got another standing change. We've got RSM still in the lead, followed by Webster Bank, CNA, but State Street Global Advisors 4th. KPMG back on the leaderboard in 5th. Again, RSM, Webster, CNA, State Street, KPMG. About $300,000 gap between first and second place. So a little bit of work for Webster Bank to be doing. Guess what, folks? It's an amazing day on Wall Street with the winners outstripping the losers. E-Ride bookings are up 8%, still posting a loss. 5-spot reverses earnings per estimate higher. Real Money posts a quarterly revenue of $5 billion, missing estimates. MMM wins 2 federal contracts, and Solar Solution Systems signs 2 15-year agreements to provide power to California. So again, Solar Solution Systems, the new contract in California. MMM wins a couple federal contracts. We have Real Money missing their estimates, and 5-spot revising the earnings up, and E-Ride raising as well. And a great day on Wall Street as well. All right, folks, we're cranking along. I'm listening to that music just for a minute, kind of dancing for a second, Always good. All right, folks, guess what? Day 23, here we go. Another amazing day on Wall Street. Looks like Wall Street's back, right? WPS daily volume shipments are up 20%. Comfort Heating beats quarterly revenue and earnings per share. Zuppel posts $41 billion in quarterly revenue, up $990 million. So Zuppel back up $990 million. And Rexelum posts quarterly revenue of $18 billion, beating estimates by over $1 billion. Again, Rexelum beating estimates. Zuppel up a whole ton of money. And Comfort Heating beats quarterly earnings per share. WPS daily volume shipments up 20%. All right, we're bringing day 24 back, and here we go. It's a great day overall, with winners outpacing losers here on Wall Street. Lockhart Aerospace wins a $6 billion contract. K-Foods cuts output as 3 plants due to restaurant demand drops. So again, K-Foods seeing restaurant demand dropping. Tricom reaches a multi-year 14-channel agreement with YouTube TV. Sailors execs arrested for bribery charges in securing subway contract in Milan. That doesn't sound too good. Sailors execs arrested for bribery charges in securing subway contract in Milan. Again, Tricom reaching a multi-year deal with YouTube. And a great day overall for the stock market. All right, folks, we are looking at our top 10 teams here. We've got RSM, Webster Bank, CNA, ICE, KPMG, all moving along quite well. We've got a bunch of good movers out there with 5-spot Solar Solution. We've got some losers with Ventos and E-Ride and Apollo Athletics. So keep an eye on those things overall. Apollo Athletics posts a $790 million loss. Spike in Admiral adoptions during COVID produced huge surge for Great Mills Pet Foods division. So again, animal adoptions up so much during COVID. Great Mills Pet division's doing great. We're shifting to day 26. We're only 4 days away from halftime, and another amazing day on Wall Street. Eaton Vance posts another $122 million in quarterly operating profits. Admiral Voltec to sell their lighting division for $250 million. Jungle to add 2 warehouses in Australia as online sales surge, and DeGraff Motor Factories project capacity of over 2 million vehicles by the end of 2020. Again, DeGraff Motors projecting capacity, Jungle adding 2 warehouses, Voltic selling lighting division, and Eaton Vance crushing it with 122 million in quarterly operating profits. Again, we're still running out our same 5 leaders as we head into day 27, and it is, folks, another amazing day on Wall Street. Duchess Energy Atlantic Pipeline back on track after the Supreme Court overturns a lower court ruling. Apple to transition to its own chip, no longer using Compra Core processors for Macs. And despite 23% membership growth, Webflix misses earnings per share by almost 22%, and XVS Pharmacy expands drive-through COVID testing in five states. So again, thinking about COVID, we got XVS expanding drive-through COVID. We've got a lot of membership growth with Webflix, but missing earnings per share. Apple using its own chip, and Duchess Energy increasing as well. All right, folks, day 28, only 2 days left. 2 days left till halftime, and day 28 is a tough day on Wall Street. We have WPS quarterly revenue up 13%, beating by $3 billion. Nutritech inks a deal to supply 40,000 tons annually for 10 years. Pixie to add 8 European markets for their streaming service. MMM sales down 20% last month. Industrial sales hit hard. Mostly peaceful rioting and looting begin across the country. That's always an interesting news flash. Mostly peaceful, in quotes. Rioting and looting begin across the country. God, 2020 was a great year to reminisce about. All right, folks, we're on day 29. Here we go. Another tough day on Wall Street. Massachusetts sues E-Ride over driver classification. Patrick Henry hard seltzer proving to be long-term success. Analysts question Solar Solution Systems over aggressive gross margin estimates. And 5-spot posts 40% growth as demand for independent work at home continues. So again, Massachusetts suing E-Ride, Patrick Henry hard seltzer going well. Analysts question Solar Solution, and 5-spot posting a 40% increase. Our top 5 firms out there, RSM, Webster Bank, CNA, ICE, and KPMG rounding out our top 5. Our top 3 winners, 5-spot, Nutritech, and Extra Value stores. And our 3 losers, Solar Solutions, E-Ride, and Waybuy right now, seem to be at the bottom. Folks, we are on day 30. Here we go. Get your hot stock tip. There's another hot stock tip out there. So make sure you get it, right? It's another tough day on Wall Street as we reach halftime. It's the last day of trading before the break. Comfort Heating launches a high-capacity air scrubber for large indoor venues. And Zupo faces a $5 billion class action lawsuit filed over tracking data while browsers in private mode. While you're incognito, they're still tracking you. So Zupo faces a $5 billion class action lawsuit. I don't know why so many of you are sweating out there. I don't even understand. Again, Comfort Heating launches a high-capacity air scrubber. Zupo facing a $5 billion class action lawsuit. We have the top 3 winners right now in Nutritech, Pixie Studios, Patrick Henry Brewing. Our top 3 losers in Solar Solutions, K Foods, and Waybuy. And our rounding out our top 5 right now, RSM, Webster Bank, CNA, ICE, Fixed Income, and KPMG. All right, folks, we're going to give you a 10-second countdown for the halftime bell here. And here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ring that bell. All right, folks, we're on halftime. We're going to be taking, I believe, a 5-minute break. I'll give you a 2-minute warning when it's time to come back. It's 7:04 right now. So in about 3 minutes, I'll give you that 2-minute warning, and then we'll get going with the second half. You can see our top 5 is the same, hasn't changed. It's been really good. You know, I can tell you we've got some really close spots here on that leaderboard. So only a couple trades away from making a difference. So rethink your portfolio, understand your strategy, and be ready to roll in 5 minutes. Thanks, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start with day 31, and we're on part 2 of this. So here we go. This is the home stretch, folks. All right, I'm going to give you the 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ring that bell. Here we go. Day 31, folks. Day 31. Look at that. There's already a hot stock tip. Don't forget to go in and get your hot stock tip. And you know what? Day 31, great day for Wall Street today, folks. We have 30 turns to go. Rexlium won a $2.2 billion contract from Saudi Arabia, and Sailor's Renewable Energy Division posts a loss of $500 million. So again, Sailor's with a loss, Rexlium with a win. Stock market's going well today. We have 3 winners out there: Inventos, Great Mills, and Pixie Studios. Solar, E-Ride, and Sailor's a little bit on the down low right now. So we'll see how that goes. Again, don't forget to get your hot stock tip out there. All right, here we go. We're on day 32, ladies and gentlemen. Great day with winners outpacing losers again on Wall Street. Rexlium again won a $2.2 billion contract from Saudi Arabia. Lockhart Aerospace posts a 22% year-over-year earnings increase. Again, Lockhart Aerospace. K-Food smashes estimates on quarterly revenue. Again, smashing estimates on quarterly revenue. And RSM is ranked number 1 for value-added resellers list by Accounting Today. RSM ranked number 1 for value-added resellers. So again, great day on Wall Street. Winners outpacing losers on day 32. We are on day 32, folks. Look at that. We are on day 33. Another amazing day on Wall Street. We have the EU opens an antitrust investigation of Jungle. Again, EU opening antitrust investigation of Jungle. Weibuy posts quarterly revenue increase of 84%, topping $4.3 billion. And under the radar, Tricom streaming producing strong growth. Under the radar, Tricom streaming producing strong growth. And Visa posts a narrow beat on quarterly earnings per share. Again, Visa narrowly beating earnings per share. Tricom streaming producing strong growth. And Weibuy posts quarterly revenue increase of $4.3 billion or 84% in EU investigating Jungle. We don't have a change in our top 5 right now. We're on day 34. And guess what? We have a change in our top 5 now. How quickly I am corrected. We have RSM still leading right now. Webster Bank in second. ICE fixed income moving into third. CNA now in fourth, followed by KPMG. So a flip-flop of CNA and ICE. It's another great day overall on Wall Street. Admiral Voltec posting $2.2 billion in quarterly losses. Duchess to abandon Atlantic Coast Pipeline over expenses and no COVID impact at Nutritech, and the company beats earnings per share. CompuCore Tiger Lake chip specs leaked. 4-core version still beats AMD's technology. Again, CompuCore's chip beats AMD's. No COVID impact to Nutritech. And day 35 is upon us. And guess what? Day 35 is an amazing day again on Wall Street. Eaton Vance reporting 6% increase in assets under management, AUM, last quarter. Zupel investing $100 million to grow telehealth solutions. Great Mill smashes earning estimates. And Cancel Webflix goes viral as latest production draws charges of child exploitation. Again, the hashtag Cancel Webflix goes viral as the latest production draws charges of exploitation and tiger exploitation as well. We're on day 35. We still have our same top 5 organizations out there in the leaderboard. We have a pretty significant net worth difference between a couple of them. But the others, there's some gaps that are closing. And here we are on day 36. Another awesome day on Wall Street. Real Money smashing quarterly estimates. 5-spot posting 80% revenue increase. Apollo Athletics beats earnings driven by massive growth. And Worldwide Package Services to increase fees for online retailers at holidays. Worldwide Package Services to increase fees on online retailers at holidays. So again, we're starting to see that lingering COVID impact on the market with 5-spot increasing, Apollo Athletic increasing, and Worldwide Packages increasing fees. We are now on day 37, folks. The days just keep cranking along. Some days move fast, some days move slow, but all these days move fast in the stock market challenge. And the European lawmakers are shocked that tech giants passed massive tax increases on to customers. Again, the EU is shocked that tech giants passing massive tax increases onto its customers. MMM posts a 30% increase in their healthcare segment. Again, MMM with a major increase in healthcare. Solar Solution Systems quarterly revenue up 10%, earnings per share up 45%. And E-Ride wins a legal battle operating licenses are restored in London. Again, E-Ride restored in London. We have our top 3 winners in Waybuy, 5-spot Tricom, and our losers in Admiral, DeGraff, and Pixie Studios. Folks, it's day 38, and we have a change to our top 5 teams. We've got RSM on number 1, Webster Bank, ICE, CNA, but now we've got AIG that's leapt into our top 5. AIG has closed the gap, moving into the top 5. Again, just a mere $90,000 behind CNA, and it's nice to see it tightening up. Lockhart Aerospace wins a big contract. Jungle's in talks with mall owners to use Anchor Store as fulfillment centers. Pixie Studios posts a $4.7 billion loss. And DeGraff Motors Model 3 sales are down 93%. So DeGraff Motors down 93%. Pixie Studios down $4.7 billion. Jungle in talks with mall owners to use their stores. We're on day 39, and that means Bill needs a drink. And it also means that Tricom is going to sell CNET for $500 million. Tricom to sell CNET for $500 million. Comfort Heating reports sales of over 25,000 high-capacity air scrubbers to schools. Comfort Heating reporting sales of 25,000 high-capacity air scrubbers to schools. Ventos buys out joint venture partner for Japan offshore wind farm. Again, Ventos buying out the joint venture partner in Patrick Henry Brewing beats quarterly earnings, narrowly missing revenue. Again, Patrick Henry beats quarterly earning estimates. We still have our same top 5 with AIG popping into that 5th spot. Pixie Studios, DeGraff, kind of leading the loser board. Guess what, folks? Day 40, that means we have 20 days left here in the stock market challenge. And guess what? On day 40, hot stock tip out there. Make sure you go in there and get your hot stock tip, okay? And don't forget, log in and buy more money, okay? You can go in, follow the link, donate more money, buy your way into the top 5. Great day on Wall Street. Rexelm receives a criminal subpoena over accounting losses. Sailor sells a mechanical drive division for $2 billion, and CompuCore sees a 10% decline for data center group revenue. Again, CompuCore sees a decline. Sailor sells its mechanical drive, and Rexelm received a criminal subpoena. Folks, it's day 41. Don't forget to get your hot stock tip out there. And also, it's day 41, and it's another great day on Wall Street, another fantastic day on Wall Street. Visa to acquire Yellow Pepper, leading payment processor in Latin America and Caribbean. Again, Visa to acquire Yellow Pepper, which is a leading payment processor in Latin America and Caribbean. Apollo Athletics' new fleece line of athletic apparel. Again, Apollo Athletics releases a new line of fleece athletic apparel. And guess what? JA and RSM unveil the Take Stock in Your Future to teach teens about the stock market. Again, JA and RSM unveil a national program to roll out the stock market challenge and teach teens about the stock market. We're on day 42. Another amazing day on Wall Street. It's like legal gambling, folks. The stock market eventually goes up. K-Foods to sell its U.S. cheese business for $3 billion. Admiral Voltec turning it around, posts a small beat in quarterly revenue and earnings. XVS expands COVID testing, offering over 1,000 test sites. Pixie laying off 25,000 due to theme park slump. In IPO, there's an IPO. Future Meat, FUT, is now publicly traded at an opening price of $25. Again, Future Meat, FUT, is now publicly traded. There's an IPO to jump on. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have a change in our top 5 leaderboard here. We now have RSM Team 1 in the leaderboard, followed by Webster Bank, followed by ICE Fixed Income, followed by CNA. But then now RSM Team 2 has jumped into the leaderboard. RSM second team now jumping in and taking out AIG in that 5th spot. Again, a mere $25,000 separating a few of these teams. So really close. Day 43 is another legendary day on Wall Street. The IPO, Zoopla posting $46 billion in quarterly revenue, beating by $3 billion. Real Money launches a crypto service. Webflix revenue up. Record crop prices driving demand for fertilizer. Again, everyone's eating. Everybody's watching television on Webflix, right? And everybody's searching with Zoopla. But they're not tracking your incognito or your private browsing anymore, which is good news for all of us. And we're on day 44. Another legendary day on Wall Street, folks. On day 44, Future Meat is now an IPO. Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passes away, sadly. RGB passes away. Jungle Prime Day tops 10.6 billion. Jungle Prime Day tops 10.6 billion, up 50%, 49, almost 50% over the prior year. WPS continues to deliver, beating quarterly revenue by 980 million. And Lockhart Aerospace wins another contract from the Navy. Lockhart winning contracts. WPS continuing to deliver. Jungle beating by 50%. Supreme Court RGB passes away. Sorry to hear that. Folks, we're on day 45. Only 15 days left. Another amazing day with winners outstripping losers, right? It's go big or go home time, folks. What are you doing? It's time to make the moves. The things you're thinking about, stop thinking, start doing, right? XVS beating quarterly earnings. DeGraff Motors extends the range of the Model X. Future Meat missing quarterly revenue by 30%, posts an unexpected $19 million loss. Ouch on that IPL. XVS again beating quarterly estimates. DeGraff expanding the range of the Model X, and Future Meat missing quarterly estimates. Companies on the rise: Nutritech, E-Ride, 5-Spot, some of those taking a tank. Future Meat, Pixie Studios, and Solar Solution Systems. All right, folks. We're on day 46. Day 46. Later tonight, I'll be telling my family we're on day 103, and they're going to not know why, but we are on day 46 right now. E-Ride Technologies acquires Postmates for $2.6 billion. Patrick Henry retail sales up 46% over past month. And MMM posting a 5% increase in revenue. Ventos new orders recovering quickly, expected to attain pre-COVID levels by mid-2021. Again, Ventos new orders recovering quickly. So we've got E-Ride acquiring Postmates, Patrick Henry retail sales up, MMM with revenue up, and Ventos new orders recovering quickly. It seems as though people are figuring out this COVID thing and getting back to business. We're coming up on day 47. No changes here in the top 5 leaderboard, but another great day with winners on Wall Street. Weibuy posts a 66% quarterly revenue increase. CompuCore partners with Microsoft in a new PC security. Duchess Energy misses on quarterly revenue, but beats their earnings per share. And political ad spending tops $6.7 billion this year. Political ad spending topping $6.7 billion this year. Another great day on day 47. We've got a change in our top 3 teams, folks. We've got RSM as our first team, followed by Webster Bank. Guess what? RSM Team 2 gaining on RSM Team 1, and our Webster Bank has now moved into the 3rd position, followed by IC Fixed Income and CNA. So again, I know ICE Fixed Income. I also see IDS Account Management Team 2. I don't know which way we're going by, but all I know is you guys are in 4th and been holding steady, and followed by CNA. E-Ride, Weibuy, and Comfort Heating leading the way. Solar Solutions, Future Mate, and Great Mills taking a bath. We're on day 48, right? We've got the U.S. Department of Justice is blocking a few things that I can't read because my screen already refreshed. Sorry about that. We're on day 49, folks. Okay, it's a legendary day on Wall Street. Eaton Vance reporting $517 billion in AUM, assets under management, up $10 billion from last quarter. ADV announces a dividend of $4.22 per share to be paid on turn 53. Again, turn 53, ADV announcing a dividend. Year of the Baron box office continues as Pixie Studios postpones 2 more movies. Again, Pixie Studios postponing movies. And Zupulin talks to acquire India's ShareChat for $1 billion. The gig economy shows no signs of slowing, even as businesses start the recovery. So again, gig economy rolling. Zupulin talks to acquire Indian ShareCut. And Baron box office not releasing 2 movies. Look at this, folks. Day 50. Only 10 days left in the stock market challenge this year. Another amazing day on day 50 for Wall Street. Again, a dividend is going to be paid on turn 53 from ADV. And guess what? Another hot stock tip. Go find your hot stock tip. Make sure you're reading that hot stock tip and you're doing something about that. And don't forget, buy your way in. Why aren't we on the leaderboard? How come we're on the leaderboard? Spend some money. You'll be on the leaderboard. You'll give to some kids. It's all good. We're on move 50. Great Mills beating quarterly revenue. Rexlam winning a command and control contract from the Air Force, and Future Meat growth strategies as restaurant channel sales continue to fall. Again, Future Meat on the decline there. Folks, we're on day 51. Make sure you got that hot stock tip from the last turn. Apollo Athletics posting revenue increases of 9%. Solar Solutions Systems sells 3 solar projects for $200 million. And Webflix sued by Activision for illegally poaching employees and executives. Again, Webflix sued, Solar Solutions selling 3 solar projects, and Apollo Athletics posting revenue increase of 9%. We still have our same top 5 teams in the leaderboard in Pixie Studios, Future Meet, and Waybuy. Kind of the dogs out there right now with Solar Solution, Comfort Heating, and E-Ride on the top of the heap in terms of buys and what's going on. Folks, we're on day 52. I hope I don't age at the same rate that this game moves along because it's not going to be good for anyone. But we're on day 52. And again, there's going to be a dividend paid on turn 53 for ADV. XVS is selected by the Department of Health to administer COVID-19 treatment in nursing homes. Again, XVS taps by the HHS to administer COVID treatment. WPS to limit package pickups from retailers amid crushing demand. Again, WPS to limit pickups. DeGraff Motors to move production from California to Texas over high costs and taxes. Again, DeGraff Motors moving to Texas. And Lockheed Aerospace wins another contract from the government for $900 million. Again, Lockhart with another contract win from the government. We are really coming into the home stretch here. We're on day 53. Don't forget, we go dark on the leaderboard on day 55. ADV announces their dividend to be paid right on this turn. Nutritech sells its stake in the Egyptian fertilizer company for $500 million. Admiral Voltec wins a turbine contract. And Comfort Heating Air Scrubbers named best invention of 2020. Pixie Investor Day goes well as company unveils massive lineup of new streaming content moving away from movies. Again, Pixie Investor Day goes well as they unveil a new lineup of streaming content. Comfort Heating winning award, Voltec winning a contract, and Nutritech selling a stake in a fertilizer company for $500 million. Lots going on out there, folks. We're coming down to the home stretch. There's only 80,000 between some of these rankings, so small adjustments are going to go a long way. And don't forget, there's your hot stock tip. I can still read it out there in the messaging board. We're on day 54. 38 states, antitrust alleges Zuppel and Facebook colluded to rig auctions and search results. Again, 38 states have an antitrust suit against Zuppel and Facebook. Real money revenue up 25%. Smashing estimates. Waybuy December sales up 141%. And first Apple, now Microsoft, CompuCore rocked as major rivals plan their own chip design and manufacturing. Again, CompuCore is rocked as Apple and Microsoft desert them. Waybuy sales up 141%. Folks, we are on day 55 with a mere 5 days left in the stock market challenge. Almost everything's on the rise. Jungle purchases 11 Boeing 767 cargo aircraft. Sailors quarterly revenue up 5%, driven by an infrastructure unit. Again, Sailors up 5%. MoneyGram expanding their partnership with Visa for P2P payments, right? And Tricom selling publishing division for $2 billion to focus on its core. Tricom selling a division for $2 billion. MoneyGram expanding its partnership with Visa. Sailors quarterly revenue up 5%. And Jungle purchasing a lot of Boeing airplane to move stuff around. And folks, we are on day 56. Our leaderboard as it stood was RSM, team 1 in first, Webster Bank in second, followed by RSM, team 2, IDS Account Management, and CNA. Rounding out our top 5, only a few dollars in between who's going to be the 2021 JA Northern New England Stock Market Challenge. We're going to find out in a mere 4 days. Future Meat announces a deal with Pepsi to develop plant-based sodas and drinks. Duchess acquires 144 megawatt solar farm. MMM reports strong sales, and Patrick Henry reports 5 million barrels sold, up 34%. Patrick Henry up, MMM up, Duchess doing an acquisition, and Future Meat partnering with Pepsi. A legendary day on Wall Street. Here we are on day 57. We're coming into the home stretch. RSM enhances client digital workflow solutions. Lockhart Aerospace posts quarterly revenue up 7%. In Apollo's fleece, apparel sales are strong, beating estimates by over half, by 55%. And Rexlium beating quarterly revenue by 9%. Again, Lockhart Aerospace revenue up. Apollo fleece apparel revenues up. Rexium beating quarterly revenue, EPS up 9%. And again, RSM enhancing client digital workflow solutions. We have some movers and shakers, some of the winners with Future Meat, Tricom and Duchess, Great Mills, E-Ride, and K-Foods kind of taking a little bit of bath. And time is coming to an end, folks. We're on day 58, a mere 2 days left. Who's going to win? I don't know the leaderboard anymore. They've removed it from me, so I don't even know. It's up to you in these last couple moves. DeGraff Motors beating quarterly delivery goals, just shy of 500,000 for the year. Sales Health Division reporting quarterly sales up 8%. E-Ride launching a prescription delivery service in New York City, and K-Foods selling its peanut division to Hormel for $3 billion. They've got to do something besides chili. So we've got K-Foods selling its peanut division for $3 billion. E-Ride launching a prescription delivery service. Sales Health Division reporting sales up 8%. And DeGraff Motors beating their delivery goals for their automobiles. Who will win the stock market challenge? There's 48 hours left. It's coming to a close really quickly. Make sure you're buying your stocks, making your moves. And we're going to find out very soon here, folks. We're in the final throes. Make sure you're making those trades. And here we are on day 59. Several analysts and banks downgrade Solar Solutions as overvalued, prompting a sell-off again. A lot of analysts downgrading Solar Solutions. WPS reporting December shipments up 7% over last year. Jungle to boost your Boston Tech Hub staff by 3,000 again. Jungle's going to bolster its Boston Tech Hub. And Tricom to launch Paramount Plus next month. Again, Tricom to launch Paramount Plus. So we have Solar Solutions overvalued, WPS shipments up 7%, Jungle's going to bolster the Boston Tech Hub, and Tricom to launch Paramount Plus next month. We've got Future Meat, Weibai, Great Mills on the rise finally, with Solar Systems and Rexium on the tank right now. So hopefully you're making those trades. Hopefully you haven't bet too far on some of these. We're getting really close to the end here. So make sure you're getting those trading dollar purchases. And don't forget, these days could go a little bit longer if people are in there buying, which is what we want, right? Why are we here today? We're here for the kids around the greater Boston area and to make sure they understand financial literacy, to make sure they understand about the stock market, to be exposed to something different, to show them that there's a different future that they should take advantage of, and that the stock market generally goes up. And if you know what you're doing, get in. It's great education. What kids shouldn't learn about the stock market? I'm glad they ditched the Roman numerals. I love that now they have to explain what the Super Bowl letters mean, but that's okay because we should be focused on financial literacy. So please get your trading dollar purchases in. Make sure you're making your last trades. We're going to find out who's going to win very soon. We're on day 59 here in the home stretch, almost moving to day 60. So make sure we're getting those trades out there and making it all happen. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, day 60, just a few more minutes left here. The last day of trading, Admiral Voltec selling $735 million worth of Bear Hughes stock, retaining a 30% stake. Comfort Heating and Cooling to sell Swedish wholesaler for $1 billion, and CompuCore's Ice Lake next-gen server processors ramping up production. So again, CompuCore ramping up production, Comfort Heating and Cooling selling a wholesaler for $1 billion, and Admiral Voltec selling $735 million worth of Baker Hughes stock, retaining a 30% stake. Some of our winners right now in stocks: E-Ride, Comfort Heating and Cooling, K-Foods, Tricom, Future Meat. Couple losers: Solar Solutions, Patrick Henry Brewing, right? Over a percentage basis. Again, not sure where the teams are. Make sure you're making those trades. Just the last few seconds is your last chance to make these last-ditch efforts to try to get to the top of the heap. No one wants to be on the bottom here, folks. So make sure what we're doing to get to the top and that we're helping everybody out at the same time. I hope you've enjoyed the stock market challenge as we're rolling into the last couple seconds, that you've made your trades. There's no more trading dollars left. I think we're wrapping up here, folks. And it looks like people are getting the last couple things done. I think our last purchase was just made, and I think we're ready maybe to do our countdown here. So I'm going to do our countdown for our last 10 seconds before we close the closing bell. Ready? Here we go, John. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ring that bell and close us off. And that wraps up our 2021 stock market challenge. We are going to tally the numbers, do all the math. Good thing we have a lot of audit firms on this right now, so we can figure out who the winner will be. And Rad, I'm going to put it back in your capable hands.
No, thank you so much, Bill. What a night. We are gathering the final numbers. I will announce the winner soon. I just want to first of all, thank you, Bill, for an amazing job in your first ever virtual MC audition. You've passed. You've been selected to do this again if we have to in the future. I also want to thank everybody for coming tonight. Hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the event. But most importantly, hopefully that.
You mean the competitors?
Yeah.
They've shut it down right now. It's in the bottom screen that says who will be.
If I can ask everyone to mute, just so we can close out the announcements. So, we hope you had a good time. We hope, like I mentioned in the beginning, regardless of the end result, that everyone feels good about having had those 500 students learn about the stock market, learn about investing, have fun, develop skills that will help them throughout their lives. And again, thank you to all of our sponsors, in particular Eaton Vance for our title sponsorship, as well as RSM as a national sponsor of the Stock Market Challenge, and all of the sponsors that you saw at the bottom right corner of the screen. So I'm gonna just take a quick second to just refresh my screen one more time. Give me a sec to just write down the winners here, and then I will give you the info in a second.
Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed.
All right. Can I get a virtual drum roll? I think our videos may be off, but the winners are as follows. We'll start with the highest return on investment. This is the team that increased its portfolio and its highest return on investment without the help of trading dollars and other donations. And in number one position, this team grew their portfolio from the $500,000 that all of you started with to $839,000, $839,78,006. Can we give a round of applause to the top return on investment team, AIG? AIG, congratulations on the return on investment of 66.82% return on investment. And now to the net worth, the highest net worth earning. And you've been seeing the leading board, which is the net worth. These are the teams that may have done well in their investments, but may also have gotten a little bit of help with their generosity to junior achievement. And in number one of net worth, growing their portfolio from $500,000 to an amazing $2,342,422.75. Let's give a big round of applause virtually to RSM Team 1. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Before we let you go, I just want to say that our goal was to raise, we had $96,000. We asked you to step up and get your credit cards out and donate to Junior Achievement. We are currently at $99,625. We are just a few dollars away from $100,000. I'm guessing we might send you guys a link with a follow-up email to help us get to that $100,000. We're so close. I just want to thank you all for not only your support tonight, but your support of Junior Achievement throughout the years. And this past year in particular has been difficult for everybody, including the youth who we serve. And we just really appreciate your support. Bill, thank you so much for your energy and bringing your skills to the virtual world. And to everybody, have a great evening. Keep supporting Junior Achievement. We'll be in touch. And please be careful and be safe. Have a great night.